My mom blames me for choosing to live with dad after their divorce, turning family ties into a guilt-ridden war zone. With my brother siding with her and tensions rising, I moved in with dad to survive, but now I'm questioning everything. Hey everyone, my name's Sophia. I'm 27 years old, and I've been sitting on this mess for a while now, trying to figure out if I'm the one screwing up here. I figured I'd dump it all on Reddit and see what you guys think because I'm honestly at my wit's end. This is about my mom, my dad, and the fallout from their divorce, and how I ended up stuck in the middle of it. It's a long one, so bear with me. So a little backstory first. My parents split up about 5 years ago when I was 22. It wasn't one of those explosive, dramatic divorces you see in movies or anything, just a slow, quiet unraveling. Dad's a pretty chill guy, works as a mechanic, always tinkering with something in the garage. He's not big on talking about feelings, but he's steady, you know? Like, you can count on him to be there, even if he's not gonna hug it out or whatever. Mom, on the other hand, is intense. She's a nurse, super smart, super opinionated, and she's got this way of making you feel like you're letting her down if you don't meet her expectations. Growing up, she was the one who pushed me. Piano lessons, good grades. Don't waste your potential, Sophia. Dad just kinda let me do my thing. The divorce happened because they'd been drifting apart for years. Mom said Dad wasn't ambitious enough, and Dad said Mom was too controlling. I don't know all the details. They didn't air it out in front of me, but by the time I was in college, they were basically roommates who didn't like each other. When they finally called it quits, I was already living on my own, renting a tiny apartment near my job at a marketing firm. I thought, okay, cool, they're adults, they'll figure it out. Nope, that's when the real crap started. After the divorce, Mom moved into a condo about 20 minutes away, and Dad stayed in our old family house. At first, I tried to stay neutral, visit them both, keep things even. But then Mom started getting weird about it. Every time I'd mention seeing Dad, she'd make these snide little comments like, "Oh, I guess he's still got you wrapped around his finger," or "must be nice for him, playing the good guy." It was exhausting, but I brushed it off because I figured she was just hurt, right? Divorce sucks for everyone. Then, about a year after the split, I hit a rough patch. I got laid off from my job. Company downsized, totally out of my control, and I couldn't afford rent anymore. I was freaking out, juggling bills, and I didn't know what to do. Dad noticed I was stressed when I stopped by one weekend and offered me a deal. Move back into my old room at the house. No rent. Just help out with groceries and stuff while I got back on my feet. It made sense to me. The house was familiar, Dad was easygoing, and I wouldn't have to scrape by in some sketchy roommate situation. So I said yes. That's when Mom lost it. I told her about the plan over coffee one day, thinking she'd get it. I mean, I was broke. What else was I supposed to do? But her face just went cold. She said, "So you're choosing him over me, after everything I've done for you." I tried to explain it wasn't about choosing anyone. It was about money, but she wouldn't hear it. She started going off about how Dad was manipulating me, how he'd always been the fun parent, while she did the hard stuff, like making me do homework or dragging me to doctor's appointments. She even threw in this guilt trip about how she'd sacrificed her whole life for me, and now I was abandoning her. I left that coffee shop feeling like I'd just been hit by a truck. Ever since then, it's been this nonstop tension with her. She acts like me living with Dad is some personal betrayal. She'll call me up, ask how I'm doing, and then slip in these digs, like, "I bet your father loves having you there to take care of him," or, "I guess I'm just not good enough for you anymore." It's gotten to the point where I dread talking to her because I know it's coming. And the thing is, I don't even think Dad cares that much. He's just happy I'm not starving in a ditch somewhere. But Mom's turned it into this big, dramatic thing. Okay, so that's the main mess, but it doesn't stop there. Next up, my brother, Lucas. He's 24, works as a bartender, and he's always been Mom's golden boy. When the divorce happened, he sided with her hard. He'd call me up sometimes, half drunk, ranting about how Dad was a deadbeat who never appreciated her. I try to stay out of it, but after I moved in with Dad, Lucas started acting like I'd joined the enemy team. He'll text me stuff like, "Wow, nice to know where your loyalty's at," or "Hope Dad's cooking's worth it." It's petty, but it stings because we used to be close. Now it's like he's Mom's personal cheerleader, and I'm the bad guy. Then there's my best friend, Mia. She's 28, works in HR, and she's the kind of person who's always got your back. But she's also brutally honest. When I told her about moving in with Dad, she was like, "Yeah, that makes sense, but you gotta see why your mom's pissed. She probably feels like she lost you. I get that, but Mia keeps pushing me to fix it with Mom, like it's all on me. She'll say stuff like, just go stay with her for a weekend or something. Show her you still care." I've tried explaining that it's not that simple. Mom doesn't just want a weekend. She wants me to pick her over Dad completely. But Mia thinks I'm being stubborn. It's frustrating because I love her, but she doesn't get how deep this goes. And then there's Matthew, my boyfriend. We've been together for 2 years, and he's 29, a graphic designer, super laid-back guy. He's been great through all this. Lets me vent, doesn't judge, but even he's starting to crack a little. Last month, we were at his place watching a movie, and I got a call from Mom. She was crying, saying she saw me and Dad at the grocery store together, and it broke her heart. I spent like 20 minutes calming her down, and when I hung up, Matthew just sighed and said, "Soph, I hate seeing you like this. You can't keep doing this forever." He's right, but it's not like I can just snap my fingers and make Mom chill out. Now I feel like I'm dragging him into this mess too. So here's where it gets messy. A couple weeks ago, Mom threw a birthday party for Lucas at her condo. I wasn't going to go because things have been so tense, but Lucas texted me, "Come on, don't be a jerk, it's my birthday." Guilt trip successful, I guess, because I showed up. Big mistake. Mom was all smiles at first, playing the perfect host, but halfway through the night, she cornered me in the kitchen. She'd had a couple glasses of wine and started laying into me, quietly, so no one else would hear, but it was brutal. She said, "I can't believe you'd rather live with that man than me. I raised you, Sophia. I was there for every fever, every breakup, and this is how you repay me." I tried to keep my cool, said it wasn't about her, but she just kept going. "You're breaking my heart. You don't even care." I ended up leaving early, barely holding it together. Lucas caught me on the way out and was like, "Really? You're bailing already? Mom's right. You only care about yourself." I didn't even respond, just got in my car and drove back to Dad's. When I got there, Dad was in the garage messing with an old radio. He took one look at me, handed me a soda, and said, "Rough night?" I nodded, and he just went back to his tinkering. Didn't push, didn't pry. That's Dad for you. Since then, Mom's been texting me these long, emotional messages about how I've chosen my side, and how she doesn't know how to deal with me anymore. Lucas is barely talking to me. Mia's telling me to suck it up and make peace, and Matthew's starting to look at me like I'm a walking soap opera. I'm just trying to live my life, you know? I didn't move in with Dad to hurt anyone. I did it because it was the practical choice. But now it's like I'm the villain in some messed up family drama. I keep going over it in my head. Like, yeah, I get why Mom's upset. She's lonely, she's mad at Dad, and maybe she feels like I'm picking him over her. But it's not that black and white. I love her, I do. I just don't know how to make her see that without blowing up my whole life. And Lucas. Man, I miss how he used to be, but he's so far up Mom's side of this I don't even know how to reach him. Mia's probably right that I could try harder, but every time I do, it backfires. And Matthew, I don't want him to get sick of me over this. Sometimes I sit in my old room at Dad's, looking at the posters I hung up as a teenager, and I just feel stuck. This house still smells like motor oil and coffee, same as it did when I was a kid. Dad's downstairs humming to himself, clueless about the war Mom's waging in her head. I don't regret moving here. It's been a lifeline, but I hate what it's done to everyone else. I've tried talking to Mom, explaining it's not about picking winners and losers, but she just hears what she wants to hear. Lucas won't even meet me halfway, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm the one who's wrong for not bending over backwards to fix this. I saw this thing on Reddit a while back about family dynamics after divorce, and it hit me hard. Someone said, "You don't owe anyone your peace just because they're hurting." I keep thinking about that, but then I feel guilty because she's my mom, you know? She's not some random person. Same with Lucas, he's my little brother. Shouldn't I be fighting harder for them? Or am I just supposed to let them figure out their own crap? Anyway, that's the whole mess. I'm tired of feeling like the bad guy, but maybe I am. Maybe I should have toughed it out on my own instead of moving in with Dad. Maybe I should have seen this coming and picked Mom instead. I don't know. Am I the one at fault here? Am I being unreasonable? I'd love to hear what you guys think. Be real with me.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our daily updates.